I think she's in heat. Old Dave here has been pacing her very, very closely. I saw him jump her yesterday, but she still must be in her 36-hour cycle or what have you. Apologize about the wind. Isn't it amazing the difference between these two farms? Doug's ground is so much heavier that this farm just came out of it smelling like a rose. Look, there's my graze line. Grazed, not grazed. Oh, there he goes. All right, good job, buddy. Get her. Yeah, you gotta have your fun, I guess. You can see there's still plenty of grass here. Look at what we left behind. You know, there's still 8 inches of grass here, maybe more. And so we're gonna build. My farm is just shot out of grass because it's on hillier, rougher ground, and I probably carried too many sheep for what I have. And this farm, which is much more productive ground, is just coming into its own as it dries out. This farm, when it was wet, was much more difficult to manage because the water just hung out on the ground. And my farm, which is much hillier and rougher ground, performs so much better in the wet circumstances we found ourselves in this last spring. And sorry, I'm just waiting to see if he's going to go again. But now that everything's dried out, my farm is kind of crispy, and this one is just booming along. So I guess it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of diversity. Oh, he likes her. So we have this. We just finished grazing this strip right here. We're gonna come back on this strip, and we have all of this, and then the other part behind too yet. I think she wants a drink, but she's afraid he's gonna jump her. Yeah. So the cattle farm is thriving out here. While the sheep farm is just having a rough go. But I guess that's just the way it goes. That's why you diversify your circumstances and your incomes. So a brief overview. You can see those horses off to that side. We farm right up until those horses. And then we have this whole stretch over here, all the way to those farmhouses over there. That's kind of the rough. And so all of that bare ground that was in beans and this year is going into pasture next year. We've kind of pulled the trigger on. We were going to be a little bit more gradual with how we converted this farm, but we kind of just decided to pull the trigger and flip the whole thing over. So we're on the hunt for some cattle, and hopefully we can get our numbers to where we want them to be to fill this farm up. And if we don't quite have enough, we'll just make hay on this side this next year, and create some good hay, quality hay, and make some money off of that until we're ready to turn it towards pasture. Isn't it funny? That poor girl, she's just getting run around because she's in heat. Anyway, this white one never had a calf, and I don't think she's gone back into heat, so we're gonna preg test her, and then she's only 2 years old, I believe, so we're gonna probably just turn her into beef, and that's just the way it goes. She was supposed to be a first calf heifer, and the other 2 British whites did amazing. Just not her. All right. So I just wanted to give a brief update on where the cattle farm is, and it is thriving in these dry conditions. Whereas my sheep farm is giving me a lot of trouble. All right, that'll be it.